Yo, what's up, man?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling at the crib. Got this 40 on deck and all that. You got the salon and shit?
Good 40?
Got an OE, you know what I mean? That 40 ounce, you know what I mean? That culture cipher, you heard?
I ain't seen nobody drinking one of them since the last 90 movies I watched. Nigga, what the hell is you on, boy?
Man, my wife will tell you, dog, I be drinking these all day, every day, bro. I don't like hard liquor because that joint be messing my stomach up in the morning. So I just be sipping these, you know what I'm saying? Be getting me right. You know what I mean?
You sip on old E in the morning. That's how you wake up in the morning? With old E?
Nah, not in the morning. I mean, sometimes. I mean, just whenever it's beer, yours. It's like,
Sometimes. I had to call him out on himself.
shit, you know what I mean? Every now and then. It's like, nah, probably every day. But I don't go too crazy on it. Anyways, how you feeling though? You good? You good?
I'm always blessed, man. I always blessing to be blessed, I guess. All that good shit. What about you?
Well, I feel you. I'm good, man. Blessed, you know what I'm saying? Had a good day, you feel me? Know what I mean? Like, can't complain. You know? But yeah, man. I mean,
Always a good thing.
welcome. This is the first episode of the Freaking Fly Hour. You know what I'm saying? We got Queen Bird in the building. You know what I mean? Representing Atlanta, the A. You know what I mean? And
That whole part.
yes, man. And this show essentially, for those who have not seen a prior episode, is about bringing on interesting and influencing. Well, pardon me, interesting and influential people. You know what I mean? We're gonna learn about their stories, have a little fun with it. You know what I mean? And just have a good time during this hour. You know what I'm saying? The Pass and Fly hour. So I'm gonna introduce Miss Queen Bird. You could introduce yourself. You know what I mean? And we'll get started. Let's get it.
Yes, my name is Queen Burd, KWEENBURD. If you can't see it at the top, it's probably right up there. You're just not looking hard enough. But yes, that would be moi, representing Atlanta, the whole west side, even though I'm from the four. Gotta shout out to the four, big heavy shit. Uh, that's my whole little spiel.
All right, all right. No doubt. Well, welcome to the Pass and Fly hour. Now, usually, what I like to do when we start the show is I like to get some insight on like your early days. You know what I mean? Like how it was for you growing up, what kind of kid were you and all that, like in school and all that type of stuff. So we can start from there. You know what I mean? Like how was the young Queen Bird? How were your beginnings and like your early life?
Young Queen Bird. I was very much. I can't really say I was very active. I broke a lot of bones. I actually broke my neck when I was younger, so it fucked up my memory of me being young. So I can't really tell you a lot about my past. I can tell you I traveled a lot because I've checked my passport. I've traveled a lot. I can't really say too much on me when I was younger. I was probably a good kid. My grandma said she didn't beat me a lot. She should have beat me more, probably.
Oh, well, I feel you, I feel you. Word, no doubt, no doubt. So you traveled a lot. Where'd you travel to? Actually, how'd you break your neck? Like that's crazy. Like how did that happen? How old were you when that happened?
When I broke my neck. I accidentally hung myself. Like, that doesn't really tell you that you need to watch your kids. Like, I had a helmet on. I used to do gymnastics when I was younger. I, I had the helmet on. The helmet ended up wrapping around my motherfucking neck when I flipped over the handlebar. And it hung me there and it snatched my neck and just left me hanging there. My grandma came to the back and she cut me down with a machete. And I was actually dead. You know what I'm saying? My eyes was in the back and my lips had turned blue. She resuscitated me and brought me back. So I guess I'm here for some reason.
That's wild. Hey Queen, I can't hear you that well. The audio is a little compromised. I can't hear you that well.
Let me go somewhere else.
Yeah, 'cause that's an interesting story. I definitely want to hear that story, man. welcome, you know what I mean? Welcome to new viewers, you know what I mean? Be sure to send this to all your friends and all that. Pass the fly hour, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
they good shit.
Good.
I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, slightly better, yeah. If you could just recant that story, you know what I mean? That sounds very interesting. All I heard was a machete and that you were pronounced dead and you were resuscitated.
Well, what basically happened was I had a helmet on, and while I had the helmet on, it ended up wrapping around my neck. And when it wrapped around my neck, it hung me there, and it snatched my neck and left me hanging. And till my grandmother came back with a machete and she cut me down. And like I said, I was actually dead. She revived me. She did CPR until the paramedics arrived to make sure that I stayed alive. Somebody laughing. They think that shit funny. It was low key funny, yo.
Word, that ain't funny at all, though. That's wild, yo. Like,
Yeah, it's how you like really watch your kids. You know what I'm saying?
how did that happen? Like, how did that accident happen?
Like I said, I had a helmet on. I used to like Barbie a lot. Barbie used to be the shit back in the day. Let any bitch that's not from the 90s tell you that Barbie's wasn't the shit. She's lying. Barbie was the shit. I had a Barbie helmet, Barbie bike. I was riding my bike around. I decided to get the fuck off the bike for some odd reason and practice gymnastics in my little jungle gym I had in the back. And
Oh, for the
when I had the
record,
jungle gym,
oh,
huh?
pardon that. For the record, looks like Brianna Celeste said sorry. She did not mean to put that. So that laugh was not towards that story. It wasn't towards that.
Whatever you was laughing at, you can laugh, sis. Laughter is good for the soul. Laugh as much as you need to.
No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, continue. Pardon that. Let's continue.
But yeah. Like I said, I was riding a helmet. I had the helmet on. I flipped over some handlebars. The helmet ended up attaching to the handlebars and then wrapping around my neck and snatching it and just leaving me hung there.
Damn, that's wild, yo. It's crazy. I can kind of relate. I had a story where I wasn't pronounced dead at the scene, but I had a very bad head injury. I was probably like 4. I was in front of a fish tank at my crib, and I don't know what happened if I was shoved or whatever, but last thing I remember was paramedics because I gashed my head. Like I hit the corner. You know those old school fish tanks where they're like, they got the wood corners and shit? Gashed out of my head. You know what I mean? Like it was bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's nowhere near that incident with the bike, man. Glad that you're still here. That ain't nothing to joke about. You know what I'm saying? For real. Nothing to joke about. But continue though. Continue on your story, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? How was, you know what I mean, following that incident?
How was I after that incident?
Well, how old were you when that happened? You were like 10, you said?
I said 5.
Dang, you were
5 or 6.
5 or 6. Word, pardon me. So how was it after that? You know what I mean? How was your childhood following that incident? Were you more like under the scope of your parents after that? Or did that change your
I
behavior?
actually grew up with my grandparents. My parents were incarcerated most of my life, so I didn't really grow up with them.
Yeah.
But my grandparents, like, they made me do more, like instead of doing gymnastics and shit like that anymore or cheerleading, they made me play golf. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They was like, you're gonna do the safest shit you can possibly do, nigga. Like, they made me play golf and they made me learn to play the guitar.
Word.
They made me do sit down shit.
All right. I feel you. I feel you. So when did you start getting into music though? Because you know what I mean, you're an artist from what I see. And for other people to know, Queen Burd is a music curator, you know what I'm saying? She's helped me with my music as well. And you know what I'm saying? Like her music is lit too, you know what I mean? Now, how did you get that interest in music? Like was that later on or like was it something that you were always into? You know what I mean? Like how was that?
The music interest, I guess it would start when my grandmother made me learn how to play the guitar. Uh, from learning how to play the guitar, I learned how to play the flute. I learned how to play the clarinet. From learning how to play the flute, I actually learned how to play the piano, which taught me how to compose music, which later taught me how to produce, which later made me want to learn how to engineer. And I would freestyle to my own beat. So
That's lit. That's lit. That's lit. So you can freestyle. I didn't know that you produce and engineer also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything that any of my music, I engineer it myself.
Yeah.
I co-produce it with my super producer. I like to call him a super producer, even if he ain't one yet. We got speaking into existence. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
But I like to co-produce with my super producer and try and like I don't even write anything. Like all my music, I freestyle it. Any music that you could tap in and tune in and listen to, I
Yeah.
literally freestyle it. Hey boo, hey, I see you with the lovey eyes. That's my bag. That's cool.
All right, what's up, dog?
That's a problem.
TYI2. So what's up? Welcome. All right. So essentially it sounds as if you have a strong musical background. I mean, I play guitar as well since age 14. And I definitely know that that can open the doors to different types of music. You have a different ear for things. You probably hear melodies different than the other person would. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
definitely, you know what I mean? I can see what you're talking about that. All right. This is a passive fly hour. We're not gonna play around like that. We're gonna cut to the chase because when we were talking earlier, you know what I'm saying? You said that, you know what I mean? You were in the streets a little bit. You know what I mean? Like how old were you when you jumped off the porch? Like, how old were you? What were your influences? What made you want to, like, you know what I mean? And what time was
I can
that? You know
say
what
I can say I jumped off the porch like maybe 11. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really what made me jump off the porch. I was in private school. My grandparents decided to put me in private school for some reason. And you know, white kids
I mean?
love beans. White kids love beans. It just is what it is. Like it's easy. Like they they got rich parents. They invite you to the house. It was easy. You stay in the hood, but they stay in a nice neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to get a hold of what they want, but they can't have.
Quinn, I can't hear you that well. The audio's compromised. Can't hear you that well.
Again, oh my God, I gotta go upstairs, I guess, because I can't hear you when I go outside.
Oh, damn, damn. I want to be sure that we can hear the story and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, slightly better. Yeah. So start from the top. You said you were 11 years old when you jumped off the porch, right?
Facts. Like I said, I was in private school. My grandparents decided to put me in fucking private school for some odd reason. I still don't know to this day why they put me around all them white people. But no offense to any white people, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you stand in a neighborhood where it's mostly black people and you go into a white school, you know none of the black people in the neighborhood are going to get along with you. But that's besides the point. Uh, anyways, private school, like I said, the white kids love pills. I was able to get a hold of them. Once it's easy to get a hold of something that other people want, it's easy to make shit flip that make shit flip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. I definitely know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or so, how old were you then? You was in high school, you said, or was that later in
No,
middle
I was
school?
in middle school.
You was in middle
Middle
school
school.
at the time. Or how much do you feel like you was making? How much more? You know what I mean? How much was you making like a week off of like selling pills?
At that time, I couldn't really say because you know, as a child, you really not frugal with money to the point where you actually sitting back counting it, trying to stack up and obtain anything. Like as a child, you mostly getting the money just to spend it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can't really say how much I would obtain from selling pills in middle school. If you would have asked me like in college how much money I made, I can tell you I used to make about 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day. Like, but that's because I was doing more than just selling pills. I had other things that was on me that was easy to get off as well.
All right, no doubt. And for the record, you have no with open cases, you know what I mean? Because I'm not about incriminating anyone, you know what I mean? I'm going to refrain from asking questions if there's open cases. Do you have any open cases that may compromise anything if we were to speak on it here? Because, of course, these videos are going on YouTube, SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying?
Everything, all of my cases are deferred, as they like to say. They are slid off to the side
All right,
and out of the system's way, as they like to call it.
all right,
They only show my cases only show up if like I was to apply for a government officiated job. Like I actually went to college. When I went to college, I went to college for education, and like I can no longer teach due to the fact that I have all of these felonies. I can't be in anybody's school trying to teach anybody's child anymore. You know.
I feel you. I feel you.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I feel like we have a clear picture somewhat of how the childhood was, but when you start citing when you went to college, the money that you was making, I mean, like, let's have a better idea of that. Like, how did you get put on? You know what I mean? Like, were you pushing for a gang? Did you just meet like a connect, a plug? Like, how was it? How did you get access of what you had access to, and what was it? Was it like pills, Molly, heroin? You know what I mean? Like, what was it that you was dealing?
I mean, with this part, I can say less. Like, my last name just hold weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I gotta say is really who I am and who I'm related to, and my name holding up weight to the point where I can make some shit shake.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. So from there, like, if you knew that there was someone that had weight, you didn't have to go through a screening. You didn't have to, like, you know what I mean, hang around them to gain their trust. They knew off the rip, off the strength of the muscle that they can, you know what I mean, front you or whatever, consignment, or just give you whatever you want at a good rate, a good price, right?
I mean, 9 times out of 10, they will already know me because I look exactly like my mama. They'd be like, "Hey, you such and such daughter, ain't you? Oh, that mean you good with blase blase. That mean I could probably give you this and you can make this happen."
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. That's interesting. I can see that, yo. We could probably make a damn Netflix show off this shit. I could already picture it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit lit. Interesting though. How many years were you pushing weight? I mean, like what was the height? You know what I mean? Like what was the height of you pushing weight? Like how much were you making, let's say at the height of it? You were saying you were making like 1,000 a day. So let's say
Uh,
you
my greatest day, I can literally say I went to a club. I will never forget this day. It was such a lit day. I'll never forget this much money. I made $20,000, but it wasn't because I can't say everything that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just because of the weight. It was because of all the other side shit that I had going on at the party too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
What they call them, yams. You know, back in the day they used to call what they call them, yams.
Yams, all right, this is the thing. You about to laugh. I mean with yams, I'm from Jersey, New York area, Northeast. We call yams pussy. Like pussy is yams. Like if you
That
get yams,
that
then you got
yeah,
pussy.
yeah, yeah. That whole part. Yeah.
Oh, so we talking about the same thing? All right. I didn't know if you were talking about like, you know what I mean, the
Yeah.
crack and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not me personally. But I had friends
Yeah. No
who
doubt.
wanted to make some money.
All right.
They want to make some money, you pay some money.
So you was pimping then? Because you said you was selling yams. You had girls like giving up the goods for some bread, so you was pimping. All right. That's a whole other story now. We going into different segues. I bet. So you made 20,000 a day off pimping. That's what you're saying.
Not only pimping, but selling the drugs. That's what I'm saying. I'm at a party. They need some hoes. I go ahead and bring hoes with me. They pay me for bringing the hoes.
Yeah.
They try to do anything extra to the hoes. I need my money for anything extra to the hoes. You want some drugs? You need what they call it, that party pack. You want that party pack? I got the party pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It
All right.
was a good day. It
That's
was a very good day.
That's like a combo deal. That's like going to Burger King, getting a combo and all that. You know what I mean? You get the same.
That's like going to Burger King and McDonald's in there, and you can still get the Big Mac, but you can still get the Whopper, and then you get the fries too, because you know how the McDonald's fries better than the Burger King fries.
That's debatable, but I understand what you're saying.
I'm about to say you from up north, so you gonna say no. But look, in the south, the McDonald's fries,
Yeah.
you don't want the Burger King fries. That's all I'm gonna say, baby.
Well, I got you. I got you. I actually just had some Burger King today and all that, so I was like, them fries was fire. Like I just had that some nuggets. But anyways, man.
It depends on who on the goddamn fry and who got the goddamn salt working. You feel me? You gotta shake that shit just right.
Yeah, they gotta shake it just right with the salt. You know what I'm saying? You're right. You're right.
You
You're
gotta
right.
jiggle it on there.
Hell yeah. You right. So then, all right. So then, when it comes to that with the pimping, I've had some experience in that as well. You know what I mean? Like trying to set parties, get girls to events and all that. So I have an idea as to what you're talking about. You probably had someone say, "Oh, we need X amount of girls." You know what I mean? And you got to get the girls. The girls may want money up front. You know what I mean? They may want whatever cut off whatever you make. You know what I mean? So I have an idea. Like, was that just one time when you did it when you made 20 racks in one night, or was it like, you know what I mean? Like, how did that progress? Like, did you see, oh shit, we could make some real paper off this? Maybe we could do this every weekend. I
Yeah.
mean, like, how did that
I
happen?
really didn't like pimping the hoes as much as I just like selling drugs and I like to steal. I used to love to fucking steal. But that's the point. Um
Gotcha. No doubt, no doubt. You good, you good.
but I wasn't really about pimping the hoes. It was more or less on shit like bitch come up to me, they like, damn Bird, you always got money. How you always got money? I'm like, man, I got money from different ways. They're like, damn Bird, I want some money too. You want some money too? Baby, I know where you get some money, baby. I can make that shit shake for you, goddamn.
Uh,
Shake, roll, and roll here you talking about.
Or hell yeah. See, I had people who were saying, yeah. All right. Now, what year was this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, around what time was this before like social media, before Instagram, when you was making money at like doing that? Like, was it during like the Instagram era or was it like currently? You know what I mean? Like when we see like how law
Mm.
enforcement pays attention to people, because you see people on IG, they'll put up a strap and they'll be under investigation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you feel me? Like,
Back when I was selling drugs, first and foremost, I don't know why this internet flexing came up. Like, you wouldn't even post about shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
lasagna.
Like, nah. I I was more in the MySpace era when I started selling drugs, and niggas weren't posting that shit on MySpace. You feel me? I don't know what's up with these young niggas in this Facebook and this Instagram telling all their business. Like,
Yeah,
they out of code of ethics, and that's the shit I don't do.
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, looking back at that, for some people who may be listening now, you know what I mean, you're in tune to the Passive Hour. We got Queen Bird, Atlanta-based artist, producer, sound engineer, music curator, former pimp. You know what I'm saying? Queen Pin, you know what I mean? We have Queen Bird in the building. We're talking about her previous experience, you know what I mean, with selling weight, you know what I mean, her experience with as a madame, as the proper term would be, you know what I mean, with you know, pimping and whatnot. And we're talking about the era in which the activity was prevalent in she took part in it. Now, the MySpace era, that's like a good 15 years ago. I can also, I can also in around in that era. I was not trapping at that time. For me, that was more like 5, 6 years ago when I was really in the streets doing that type of shit. But when it comes to like the MySpace era, the world was very different back then. You know what I'm saying? Like people weren't flexing just as you said. Like if people were making money, it was quiet money. You know what I mean? Like lasagna, G's moving silence. So if you can just, you know what I mean, give your insight as to because you already said people don't really flexing, well, they weren't flexing. How would you like? What do you see going on in this era? Like, what's your view on this perspective?
Why are you calling me while I'm on this interview? I left it by accident. I'm on the whole other.
Oh, you good? You good? So All right, but yeah, I was
I
saying.
can barely, I can't even hear you.
Okay, I was asking. You said that you came up at the height of you came up like in the mid 2000s, the MySpace era, and that's different from nowadays. People are flexing. People can flex $200. You know what I mean? That they made off of IG.
I literally can't hear nothing.
You can't
What I'm
nothing.
gonna do is I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it and I'm gonna log right back in. I can't hear
All right,
nothing.
we'll be right back. Call me right back. All right. All right, welcome back. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck just happened to my phone. Samsung
It ain't
is
none.
crazy as hell today, yo.
You good? You good? You good? But anyways, yeah, I was saying, if we compare eras, you know what I mean, the mid 2000s when you was most active to nowadays with IG, what would you say, you know what I'm saying, is the biggest difference other than people flexing on IG where it can self-incriminate them? Like, what is the biggest difference between that and when you was at your height about like 10, 15 years ago, roughly?
I mean, when like it was a certain like respect for people. Also, like let's put it like this: if you was in my neighborhood, you sell coke. I'm not finna sell coke over there. That's your neighborhood. Why the fuck would I sell coke where you selling coke at?
Yeah.
Like a nigga know you selling weed, he'd be like, "Oh, I sell weed too." Like nigga, I don't give a fuck. I sell weed. Like nowadays, it's too much. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. People don't know, like, if you all built together, you could build a whole association where all of y'all grow together, where all of y'all build together, where all of y'all making money together. This nigga could send you a customer. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's no organization within organizations nowadays.
Do you feel like there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians? Like everybody wants to be the man, everyone wants to be the head honcho?
Yes, sir. You said a lot and didn't even say too much.
Yeah, I feel you. I was interviewing Wildcat a few days ago. He is one of the original founding members of the Bloods in New York, in Rikers
Mhm.
Island, and he said the same thing. You know what I mean? He's like everybody, even back then, as it is nowadays, there's not enough loyalty. Everyone wants to be the leader. Everyone wants to be the shot caller, and as a result, you got hella turmoil. Everyone ends up. You got a team of two niggas, another team of three niggas, instead of like one squad, strong squad of 20 dudes. You know what I'm saying? Or 20 individuals. So I understand that's a universal thing, you know what I mean? But when was it? When was it when you caught the attention of law enforcement though? Like when was it, and how did that happen? Like, did they see like you was making purchases, or did someone that you was in connects with rat,
No,
or
no,
did
no.
someone?
I'll tell you this story and you gonna laugh at this. So
Try. What
I was
happened? What
with,
happened?
I was with, as they call it, your bottom bitch. I was with my bottom bitch. You feel me? We was out and about. She had just left from the little John house. You feel me? Uh, young nigga needed us to go get some relos or something. Like, who will go get some relos? But she wanted to get some weed before we got there. So she asked a random nigga in the parking lot very loudly. She said, "Hey, bro, you know where to get the gas at?"
Oh shit!
The nigga says, "Yes." The nigga says, "Yes." He pretend like he make a phone call. He say, "Oh, they ain't answer." He said, "But let me get your number just in case." You know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop. Long story short, that nigga turned out to be an undercover detective. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
Like
wild.
it ended up being a whole investigation. Like after that, I started noticing people was following me. Shit was just moving different. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I called my mom and I asked her could I come stay with her because I felt like shit was funny, but she started acting funny, so I ain't even go over there. I ended up getting locked up like 2 days later.
Damn. That was 2 days after dude asked, "Oh, where's the loud at?"
Nah, it was a whole investigation. Like Buddy got Shorty number. Uh, the whole he got her number. They was talking for a while. They had conversation. Uh, she eventually told him that we sold weed, even though it was Lee. You know what I'm saying? She mostly sold cocaine type shit and Molly. I tried to stay with just weed and heroin because heroin pays the bills faithfully. But
Mm.
anyways, her dumb ass, she ended up trying to sell the nigga some fake, like the do coke. She didn't test out her own product before, you know what I'm saying, selling it out to the street. And it turned out to be fake coke, and she ended up getting caught with an attempted murder charge.
Oh shit.
And and in order to, you know what I'm saying, get rid of the attempted murder charge and wipe that underneath the rug, as they like to say, she had to tell on a couple people and tell how a couple people was moving. That's when
Damn.
I eventually got arrested.
What year was that? What year did you get arrested?
Ooh, weed, baby, you just, ooh.
I ain't trying to show no one's age, yo. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do that. You know what I mean? You look like you're younger than me, and I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30 going on 31. You look 25. So
Thank
you
you,
just, you know
thank
what I
you,
mean? No
thank
doubt,
you.
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
It was about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, matter of fact. Uh,
Okay, so
so 2000, what was that? 12, 11.
okay.
I got out probably 2012. I went in 2011.
Oh, so you went in for like a full year, full calendar?
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I had a good ass lawyer, and they made the case last longer than it was supposed to, even though I was pleading guilty. I've never seen anybody trying to oppose to somebody just pleading guilty. But I had a business license, so I could
Okay.
sell whatever the fuck I wanted to under a business license. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I'm selling something that's illegal, they had to throw away some of the charges. It ended up being an elongated process that really didn't have to be that long. They could have simply let the bullshit go.
Yeah. Okay, I feel you. So then, so you get out at 2012, and you know what I mean? Like, was that when you stopped with the drug dealing, or like were you still in the streets, one foot in, one foot out? Like, what changed after being behind the wall?
Um, After I got out of jail, I would say I was on the straight and narrow until about 4 years ago when they removed me off probation early.
Okay.
They removed me off probation early because I paid them off. I went to all the classes. I took care of everything that needed to be took care of, so they had no reason to hold me anymore. Once they let go of me, I started moving how I wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. And when did the music, like, when did you start getting like gung ho with the music? When, because you've been doing music for years, for a good while before all this, but when was it when you started like really investing in yourself in the music professionally? Like, when did that start happening?
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah, hell yeah, this is the passion flower. You already, be honest with me.
March.
Stop lying. You said March.
My old man taught me
That's
how to fully engineer in February, and I started
that's
releasing music in March. You can check my discography.
that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, yo. Salute to you for that. I thought you was gonna say, "Oh, 2 years ago, 3 years ago." You said March. You see, anyone
That's
who's
why I asked
listening,
if you wanted me to tell you the truth, because honestly,
listen. I'm the, you know what I mean. You gotta tell me the truth, man. I'm a bullshit detector, and thus far, you have not been bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're saying that, I'm very, you know, what I mean, not astounded, not surprised. You seem like you know what I mean, like you got that work ethic, and we've had a rapport for like a little bit, a few days, a few weeks now. You know what I mean? So I believe it. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. That's dope. And anyone who's listening, you know what I mean? That means it's never too late to do what you want to do with your talents, yo. It's never too late. It's never too late. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching interviews where people say they just started rapping a year ago and they got put on. I mean, it's never too late. But what would you say was what are your biggest influences musically? Because when I've listened to your music, I get like a City Girls vibe, but I also get like a 3 6 Mafia vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking hate City Girls with a passion.
Really?
I only make music
Really?
like that because people like music like that.
All right. Okay.
But who do I listen to? I used to listen to a lot of Kid Ink, if you've ever heard of him.
King is dope.
I listen to a
Shout
lot of Jay-Z, a lot of Biggie, too much
Okay.
Biggie. My old man says I listen to too much Biggie, but I listen to a lot of Biggie.
Uh,
Other than that, right now I'm listening to a lot of Money Man, but that's just because I'm in Atlanta. He from Atlanta. There's no,
word. Money Man is dope. Money Man is dope.
yeah.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So those are the artists that you listen to, and it's like your subject matter. I feel like your subject matter is I heard like 2 snippets. I heard 2 or 3 snippets of your music, and it's club music. You know what I'm saying? From my reception of it, it's like club music, but it's like the sonicness of it. That's where I bring the 3 6 Mafia, because it's raw. You know what I'm saying? It's like raw. It's some shit that you either gonna dance to it or you gonna fight a nigga if he touches your girl to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could picture it in the club. And like what would you say, how long does it take you to make a song?
Are we talking about engineering too? Mixing and mastering, 45 minutes.
45 minutes? Okay, so then when it comes to like, are you just like one take? Do you write or do you freestyle? Do you punch in? Like,
I'm my old man, when we moved into a new house back in December, he
uh,
lost all the pens. He lost all the pens, so I haven't been able to write anything. All my shit is freestyle. Everything is freestyle.
you can't come up with a reason like that. You can find a pen anywhere, yo. You say you lost all the pens, so you freestyle. Come on, Queen.
He said he lost all the pens. I'll be like, what happened to the pen I just brought home from work? He'd be
The
like, I
bullshit
only one
detectives
pen.
beeping right now, though, yo. Bullshit detectives be like, lost all the pens. You could just say that you freestyle. I wish I could freestyle on the mic. I've done it a handful of times, but I like to write. I just feel more comfortable in the studio writing my lyrics. Because if I just when I freestyle, I get very ignorant and I end up saying some bullshit. It may sound hot, but it's like after a while, I'll be like, damn, I said that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just I like writing my lyrics. Do you enjoy freestyling more? Like, are you the type of person where you could be like, just chilling, or you could be like just driving, hearing the radio, or in the bathroom brushing your teeth, and you're like, damn, that's some hard shit. I gotta remember that shit. Like, do you just like retain like lyrics, or do you like when you freestyle, you just like go off the top?
Um, like when it comes to any song, I work 12-hour shifts at my job. I think I should randomly mention that. In a
Salute,
freezer.
salute,
I work
salute.
12-hour shifts in a fucking freezer. So I have all day to do nothing but to sit back and think. So I
Yeah,
usually come up with a hook, and from there, I'll just lay down the hook, under the hook, do some out, and then I'll freestyle a verse. I notice people nowadays really don't have an attention span for long music. Nowadays, it's better to make short songs, something quick, hop in, hop out.
yeah, yeah.
They just
I
want
got
something they can repeat, honestly.
you. Yeah.
It's disappointing.
I mean, it's been like that for a minute, though. You don't think it's been like that for a minute? Where people just have the attention span where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's a hot hook and a hot beat, that's all we need. Like,
It's been like that since Young Thug came out.
Young Thug is a genius, though, yo. If you be hearing his bars, Thugger got bars, yo. I was telling Wifey earlier, I think Thugger, Future, and Drake, the only artists, there's more, but they're like the first thing I think of where it's like 20 years from now, they're gonna be played at the cookout. We're gonna be hearing their music at the cookout. You don't think so? Come 2040?
Won't
Nah.
be at any of my cookouts. I'll say that much.
All right. Who you think's going to be played at the cookout? But they got to be a new artist. That means
Little
debuted
baby,
after 2010.
little baby.
Lil Baby. All right. Who else? Two more. Name three.
Rod Wave. Um,
Rod Wave. Shout out to Rod Wave. That's a talented brother right there. Shout out to Rod Wave. Who else?
and Roddy Rich. Gave you three.
Okay. All right. Okay. You need some. All right. They're definitely. I'm gonna
Getting
play them at
played
my
at the
cookout.
cookout. Exactly.
I'll definitely have them on my playlist at the cookout. Shout out Roddy, Rod, and Baby, Lil Baby, and Da Baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, without a doubt. Okay. So then, what would you say? How many records do you have right now? How many records do you have available right now for fans to listen to?
Um, I really don't release EPs. I just randomly release singles as they're requested, honestly.
Yeah,
So I have about 45 singles altogether out right now since March.
that's lit. It sounds like you have a good work ethic. I mean, in addition to you working 12-hour shifts, I mean, how often do you go to the studio? Do you have like a studio at your crib?
I
Do
was
you go
sitting in
to
the
a studio?
studio when you actually called, where you can't hear me yet. That's where I be sitting at.
Oh, where you was at the studio. Okay. So you
I,
be recording every day then?
I can't say I record every day, but whenever I'm actually in the mood to record, I usually do like 5 songs in one day. You know what I'm saying? 5, 6 songs, all freestyle, whatever the fuck I want to say, whatever the fuck comes to mind. Usually by the time I'm done with each song, my husband will come downstairs with a blunt. We'll smoke a blunt together. He'll listen to the song. He'll be like, yay or nay. And it's usually nay. He usually doesn't like it, but I let it go.
All right, all right. It's probably still fire though. You know what I'm saying? That's just one opinion. You're
Oh, he
probably
don't
still
like sing
fire.
rappers. I'm a sing rapper. He don't like people that sing when they rap. And I'm a sing rapper.
I feel you.
Just lay down the bars. Just say the bars. Why you gotta hold it out? Just
He
say
more
it.
into like a super the flipper money man. He more about the bars. He more about the bars.
I got bars though. If you actually sit back and listen to me, I guarantee anybody, them two people that's tuning, go listen to me right now. Like I got bars. I low key
Hell
be
yeah.
saying shit.
You do that. You do definitely have bars. And everyone who's tuning in right now, whether you're tuning in live or whether you are listening on SoundCloud later on after we record or on YouTube, this is the Passive Fly Hour. We got Queen Burd in the building representing the A, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? West Atlanta to be specific. We talked about her beginnings, you know what I mean, her childhood, her activity in the streets, including her beginnings in music as an artist. Now, let's delve into, because of how we both had connected, my comrade Matic Beats. You know what I mean? Shout out to Matic Beats. You know what I mean? Logic Unplugged Radio as well. He actually connected me with you. Some of you may or may not know I'm also an artist. I go by the name of Dose Do Money.
Mm-hmm.
And Matic, you know what I mean? Matic is one of my comrades, and he actually hollered at me one day and he was like, yo, you know what I mean? There's this person in the A who has definitely done well by me with the music. She's an artist and also a curator. She has playlists that are popping on Spotify. You should holler at her. This is probably what, like a week ago? 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Maybe two.
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago. So I definitely reached out immediately, and I will say right now, I am very much impressed, not by Queen Bird's professionalism, but by her promptness and by her integrity. She has done well by me. And any of y'all artists out there who are listening, if you want to do any business with a SoundCloud, pardon me, a Spotify curator, streams, if you want to get your streams up, if you
Uh,
want to get new followers, new listeners, shout out to Queen Burd, KWEENBURD. She will look out for you. She got great rates, and she will definitely make sure that you get authentic plays and retain real listeners, real fans. Now, when it comes to that, what got you into being a curator on Spotify? Like, what sparked that interest to delve into that territory?
this is funny. I released some music. one of my fans hit me. An Indian dude hit me. I actually respond to anybody that comments under everything, even though I have 30K or 12K, however many motherfucking followers I have. I actually respond to everybody with no fucks given, because I don't have shit
Yeah.
else to do. But besides me not having shit else to do, I responded to him because I like your music. Let me show you something I can do right fast. He basically showed me that he was connected on the black web. You feel me? So not only can I do Spotify, I can do SoundCloud, YouTube, Titles, TikTok, whatever you have a web page where you sell clothes, I can start getting people to go to that web page. You need to get your views up on your live streams. I can make those live streams go up. I don't always do it, but I can. I have the possibility because he connected me with that. That's how I got into that. A random fan actually put me on.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And how fast has your clientele increased since then? Because you
Uh,
do have quite a good following on Instagram. I'll say that.
uh, I can't say. Uh, I can say he's got me about almost 100K followers on Spotify. He consistently comes through with everything. I don't know. I don't know. Everything's been going swell. I can say
That's
swell.
lit. That's lit. That's lit. That's lit. All right, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, so right now we have a good picture right now of your story of how you've delved
Mhm.
into music, how you handle different ventures in music. What are your future endeavors? Do you have, I know you said that most of your music are mostly singles. Do you have any plans to release an EP or an album or a mixtape? I mean, are you
If I
looking to
get,
do collaborations? You know what I mean? Like, what are your current plans for the future in regards to your music, Queen Bird's music?
I actually just did a couple features. Shout out to Two Juice. He's a rapper out in Cali. I just did something with him. Shout out to Leon Styles and Phoenix Bipolar. If you ever heard of him, he works with Shaq. He works
Uh,
underneath Shaq. We actually all went to high school together, and they also did some features with me. I've been doing features. It's more or less if you want to do a feature, you just have to say something. You know what I'm saying? Just I have plenty of beats. Say something. If I like your music, 9 times out of 10, I might ask you for a feature. If you try and ask me to pay for a feature, I will not. Because 9 times out of 10, I can make your music pop harder than you can make your music pop. So I'm never gonna pay for a feature.
I
I,
feel you, I feel you.
but I feel like, as my old man says, I feel like I'm the greatest rapper alive. I'm the best motherfucking rapper alive. So I feel like, why should I pay you when I'm already better than you?
No doubt, man. Hip hop is a sport, or rap actually. Hip hop's a culture. I see rap as a sport. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to think that you're the best, or else, you know what I mean? Like, how you expect to succeed if you don't believe in your damn self? You know what I'm saying?
I
So
train
I
hard.
definitely, or humility is definitely important, though. Being humble is important. But at the same time, I'm a believer of confidence. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Without a doubt. You know what I mean? Or
Yep.
else, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to inspire people? You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. Um, I had to ask you one other thing. Damn, what was it? Oh yeah. As I don't know if you know, maybe Matic told you, we are definitely gonna see if we can see when we're in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in Atlanta mid-August. You know what I'm saying? We got some business that we're doing out there. I'm doing a promo tour, national promo tour, and we definitely want to meet up with Queen Bird and possibly do something. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely gonna give you the details via DM after this interview, yo, without a doubt. You heard? Um,
That's what my old man say. Yerp, yerp, yerp.
Yo, but that's funny. The year is that like a southern thing or a northern thing? Because I got that from New
No, that's
York. You know
that's
what I
that's an
mean?
East Coast thing. That's a whole East Coast thing. I wouldn't say it's definitely not Southern because we don't say that.
Or You're like
He
that's like a
not from the
Harlem,
South. I'm
uptown
from the
Bronx
South. He
thing.
not from the South.
I feel you. I feel you, no doubt, no doubt. Where are you from? He from Jersey, New York, Philly, what? Connecticut? Where you from?
Virginia.
Virginia? That ain't up north. That's like right before
That's
you get
east.
up north.
That's the East Coast.
I usually see East Coast, Baltimore and North. I see is that. Actually, nah, you right. You right. You right. You right. Anything below Virginia is south, in my opinion. Once you go below North Cat, you know what I'm saying? How you feel about
Shit.
it?
I would have come. North Carolina. Yeah, that's the South. That's South as you. They
That's
about more racist than Georgia. The hell you talking about?
oh shit, damn. Well, shout out to North Carolina, you know what I mean? Shout out to Virginia, you know what I mean? But fuck all the racists in North Carolina, though. Fuck y'all motherfuckers.
Damn, that
BLM.
just escalated. You escalated quickly. You must have escalated in your house and escalated in your driveway.
Word. Yeah, I do not fuck with racists, man. I'm BLM, you know what I'm saying? Pro black in this motherfucker. But anyways, man, we got a special segue in this interview, Miss Bird, and I hope that you're ready for this special segue of this interview. Are you ready?
I'm tuned in, tapped in.
All right. Usually at the close of these interviews, what we do is we ask a series of 5 questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, these 5 questions, I need you to answer these 5 questions as honestly as possible with the first thing that comes to your mind. All right. So, are you ready for these 5 questions? The Pass and Fly Hour 5 question roundup. Are you ready?
I'm tapped in. I'm tuned in.
All right. Question number 1. What are your top 3 albums of all time, regardless of regardless of genre? Don't matter what genre. Your top 3 albums ever.
I'm not really an album. I'm a mixtape type of person.
Mixtapes count. Mixtapes count too. Mixtapes count. Projects and
Um,
genre.
Ready to Die by Biggie, always my favorite.
Uh,
The Blueprint was pretty hot by Jay-Z. Dang, another album. I don't know. I really don't know. Probably that that mixtape Summer Walker just dropped. I really been fucking with that heavy. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. I just know it's pink.
okay. All right. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. All right. Next question. If you were abducted by aliens, how would you react? Like if you woke up in a spaceship with aliens all around you, how would you react if you were abducted by aliens?
Mm. I'm a pretty indifferent individual. I think I'd probably still be as calm as I am now. I just know like death is inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
I just chill and accept. I'd accept.
No doubt. Word. All right. Next question. What sitcom in the 90s would you be a guest star in? If you were to pick a sitcom in the 90s where you would guest star on one episode as a guest, celebrity guest, what show would it be?
In the 90s, Family Matters.
Family Matters. All right. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Next question. Skinny men or chubby men?
Skinny.
Skinny. Okay. And next question. Does size matter? Yes or no?
Always. In whatever.
All
In everything.
right. All right, bet. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right, well, that brings us to a close for this interview with Miss Kween Burd. But before we close, say whatever you want to say to the listeners. I know this is a live show, but this also will be on YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. So, you know what I mean? Say whatever you want to say, plug in whatever projects, Instagram, whatever you would like. And you know what I mean? The floor is yours.
All I can say is I am very happy that you tapped in and you tuned in. And all I can say other than that is I appreciate you in advance. And make sure you follow me at Kween Burd, KWEENBURD. Again, KWEENBURD. And that's my spiel once again.
All right. All right, no doubt. And Queen Bird, I just want to thank you, number one, not only for being on the show, but for also helping me with my own music. And we will definitely tap in with you when we reach the A in the second week, I believe, of August. And you're the homie. I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? And we'll definitely keep in touch. You be safe. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you.
Oh,
Much
side
respect.
note, that hop on it going a little crazy.
Word. Word. You fucking with it?
No. What I'm saying is like you gotta understand with the playlist, I get real people to listen to it. You feel what I'm saying? They tell me how they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
They fucking with that hop on it. Just as a side note. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing.
Word. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's love. That's love. I appreciate you. And I'm always gonna keep you plugged in and show love whenever I have the opportunity to. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna link up soon and we're gonna get lit, we're gonna get turned, and we're gonna succeed and continue to thrive and prosper. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yes,
want to
sir.
thank you for being on the show. All right, thank you. I'm gonna come at you. All right, be safe.
All right, one.
All right, one.